this is 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀 and you're on Zindagi TV. I'm really excited because today we have got a special entry in High Commissioners of India to Kenya's residence. Yes, and I'm going to take you there and we are going to see how they live and how is the residence, how beautiful the place is. Come, I take you there. Wow, it's such a beautiful place, madam. How are you?
Doing well.
How are you, Kavita ji? Namaste.
Namaste. Welcome to the Indian Embassy residence. So nice to have you all here.
For all our viewers, she is Mrs. Kartavya Path, High Commissioners of India to Kenya, Mr. Rahul Chhabra's wife and the First Lady. Madam, you have been here for like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, we've been
Hope
here.
You enjoyed your stay here till now.
Yes, we've been here about 2.5 months and it's been wonderful. Really wonderful. For the last few months, we've been working on the renovation of the residence.
Okay.
And a lot has been done since then. Come 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀, let me take you around the residence and show you different rooms and different artworks we own. So of course this is the study. This is where my husband, the High Commissioner, is there, late in the evenings and early in the morning. Why don't you come in and have a look?
Yeah, sure.
And there are some artworks from different artists, not from India here. There's an artist from Bosnia. His artwork is here. And we can now, this is his bookshelf, we can go out now.
Oh, I can see a beautiful painting of you and Mr. Rahul Chhabra.
Yes, an artist in Hungary did that for us. And yes, I guess it's a nice
piece.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. So let's come here and let's begin with this. This is one of the finest artists you would see in India.
Okay.
It's 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗲𝗃. He's a Kashmiri artist. He was a Kashmiri artist.
Okay.
And what is amazing about this artwork is that he married his childhood sweetheart.
Okay.
And so he took her name.
Achha.
So GR was Rasul Noor was his name, and he took on Santosh as his wife's name.
Okay.
And he was interested. He went to Amarnath and he had a spiritual awakening there. And so he worked on the Neo-Tantra style of art, and that is one of his artworks. And so if you go on from here, this is our main entrance, and this is where when we receive our guests over here. So you can see there are things over here which some of it belongs to us and some of the things belong to the residents. These are things which we've accumulated or acquired all over the world. So they're plates which you see there. They are from all over, from China, from Egypt. They're different things you can see over there.
This is all done by you?
This is all done by us. Yes, the residents, as I told you, went through some renovation, and so all the artwork is here. So let's come in here. So let's walk into the formal living room area.
Yeah.
This is, we have some more artwork here.
Okay.
Of course, one of the finest, what you see is 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗃 here.
Okay.
I don't know if you know much about this artist. Have you heard about him?
Not much.
Okay, 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗃 has an hearing impediment, so he has he's really done good work. If you come closer here, I don't know if you can see what the art scene shows.
Yes.
Do you see
I'm actually trying to, I think it's Krishna and yes.
You got it. It's called Draupadi.
Yes.
So this is, I think, a scene Draupadi he's done.
And Kauravas and Pandavas are there. Yes.
Yeah. See the artwork.
Yes, I can understand.
So
yeah, it's such a
when you
beautiful
see-
way.
Yes,
and
he's
very
done that.
different way. Yes.
Yes. So he's one of our finest Indian artists.
Okay.
And this is a piece which the residence owns. A lot of our artwork is owned by the government of India, and it's here for us to exhibit. So come here, let me show you another one, which is one of my favorite. This is Jagdish Swaminathan. And Jagdish Swaminathan initially was very inspired by the Bhil and Gond tribals.
Okay.
And he's done a lot of different works, and he likes contemporary, work, and he did not like to do pictures in sense of people. Most of it you see birds and mountains and valleys, and it's one of his, I think, finest work. We've got that. We've got some work from Asia, things which we've got all over the world.
Okay.
And so you have some of it here.
I was just reading about you. I saw that आप painting बहुत अच्छा करती हैं, आप cooking पसंद करती हैं, and you like art also so much. You have done studies also in art, yeah?
Yes, a bit of it.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate to have lived in different parts of the world and exposed to a lot of different artwork and all over. So we've been fortunate, yes.
Yeah.
So
you like traveling?
Yes, we do. With all the impediments it brings.
Yes,
we
actually it's
do.
tough.
Not as easy as everyone thinks.
Actually.
So let me take you to show you this one. This is 𝗵𝗂𝗯𝗃. Most of these artists are no more.
Okay.
So this is his work. He basically worked on rural India. So this is one of his works here. Then this artist is a very dear friend. His name is 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀. And if you go closer, you will see very interestingly, his style of art is more like frescoes. He lives in France, and if you see, you can see Noah's Ark there. He's got all the animals, most of them, and he's got his entire family there.
Okay.
So his wife is there, his daughter is there, his grandson is there in the picture. If you look here, he's made Taj Mahal. He's made, his entire family there.
It's a beautiful picture.
This is 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗯𝗃. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗯𝗃 was one of our finest painters.
Okay.
There was a movement in art called the Bengal School of Art, and they worked with the tribal art at that time. So this, if you see, look at that, it's one of his finest art pieces called 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗯𝗃, and he's a national treasure, and we're very fortunate to have one of his works here.
Rahulji and Kavitaji, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and let's see who answers first.
Oh my God.
Okay? Your wedding anniversary date?
23rd October.
Okay, she wins. Where did you meet first?
We met in Delhi. In Taj Hotel.
Now, there's a time. And your elder son's birth date? I think you already got it wrong.
That was the younger one. So
Okay.
it's 11th December.
Okay. So 2 and 1. And your first destination where you traveled together after marriage?
Belgium.
Okay. And your kids, they're mama's boy or papa's friend?
They're mama's boy, and there's no question about that.
And Mama's friend. And Mama's friend also.
Okay.
He's just being kind, he knows all these answers, he's just letting me talk.
No. So obviously
I'm being a
we
good
should
diplomat.
be-
I'm being a good diplomat.
Kavita ji, you have to tell 3 things about Mr. Rahul Chhabra which no one knows.
Well, he's a very simple eater. He loves his dosas and
South
chutney.
Indian.
South
I
Indian.
think he has gone and bought it in
In
Chennai.
Chennai,
Maybe
yes.
that is the reason.
He spent his younger days there. So he's a simple eater. He loves his dal, chawal and papad, which is a must.
Every evening.
Lunchtime. And then I think he likes to travel a lot. He loves to drive. So I think no one knows, he always wanted to do coast to coast in the US while we were there, which didn't happen, but of course one day we shall do that.
Have you ever taken your car here in Kenya? Have you driven here?
We have driven, we drove to 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗃. We went by driving.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to drive to Mombasa also.
Have you tried in town sometime?
In town. In town.
It's definitely tough.
That's true.
Yeah,
sure.
very tough.
Yeah.
And you have to rank in order according to you, Mr. Rahul Chhabra's favorite food, travel, work.
What kind of food he likes?
No, where he likes most food or traveling or work.
Okay, well, I think he, of course, he's very passionate about his work, is there. I think second is travel, and the last would be food.
Okay, so I can see you are already very fit. And one dish which you would love to cook for Mr. Chabra.
Well, I would love to cook vegetables for all his meals, but I
Doesn't
think
like
he
much.
likes his dosa and chutney the most.
Okay.
So any day it is dosa, and what we do with the dosa, we give him vegetables with it. We call it a garden dosa. Yes, he likes his.
And have you ever tried cooking for Mrs. Chabra?
I haven't even made a cup of tea for myself.
Seriously?
No, I can't
And
boil
what
an
will
egg.
you do if
I-
she's not around?
I just I take out from
Manage
the
with the
deep
servants.
freeze. No,
You're lucky
earlier
enough,
before.
yeah.
Now we have Now we have help. But before that, as a young diplomat, when we didn't have so much help,
Okay.
she would freeze. When she went for 32 days,
Uh-huh.
there were 32 multiplied by 3 packets. So nearly 96 packets in the fridge. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Take out from freezer, put in microwave. That's it. And therefore no
Lucky
tea,
person.
coffee, nothing,
That's
just
it.
the food.
You're a lucky person. I've never done that to my husband.
But let me tell you, my boys can cook. They're very good cooks.
That's really good. You actually should know cooking, yeah?
Yes, I think so. And then that's how we did our maths.
Huh.
That's how we learned how to do maths.
Yeah. And one annoying thing about Mr. Chabra.
I can give you a list of them. I'm a wife.
Being a wife.
I'm a critique and I'm a wife. So I think he likes his food very hot.
Okay.
And sometimes we have to joke
By the
that he
time you
needs
bring
to.
from the kitchen, it's
So
cold.
sometimes we tell him maybe he should sit in the microwave and eat it because he can't make it hotter than that. And second thing, he's a stickler for time.
Okay.
And us ladies, when we're wearing a sari
Yeah,
and
it
doing
takes
our
time.
hair,
It takes time.
sometimes they don't listen to our sari and hair. They're going in the direction we don't want them to go into. So he is stickler for time. So
Okay.
that are two very annoying things.
Okay. आपको जरूर डर लगेगा बताने के लिए, but still you have to tell one annoying thing about her. It's not easy for
She's
husbands. See?
not easy
It's
to
not
tell,
easy.
Matlab. No, really.
You can't.
For
Impossible.
me, she's the perfect woman. So I can't think.
Again, diplomat. Okay, one thing you're proud of as a parent.
Well, I'm very proud of my boys. And if you start talking about my boys, you'll spend 2 days interviewing me because I can just go on and I can pretty much write a book. But I think what I'm very proud of them is that they're very good human beings. They're very basic, they're simple, very helpful, very caring, and that's what I'm very proud of.
That's really good. Raoji, one thing you tell me that in life you think that is there anything which you could do differently?
No, I think I'm
Perfect.
very satisfied
Very
with how it's
satisfied with
gone.
life.
So if I had to relive it, it would just be this
Oh,
one.
that's really so.
There's nothing really that I would change.
That's really sweet. And have you ever been to any of the places here in Kenya along with Mr. Chabra? I think he has already told that he has been to 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀 and so many places. What is your favorite spot here in Kenya?
We've traveled together. Normally, we always travel together. And I don't know if you know, we're just coming back from Mombasa. Not Mombasa.
𝗦𝗂𝗶𝗀𝗃.
In Somalia.
Somalia.
We've gone to Somalia too.
Yes.
And so we traveled together. Here, of course, 𝗦𝗂𝗃𝗃 was beautiful, but my favorite spot is always home.
Yeah.
I love
That's
being
really true.
where I am.
Your most treasured memory, Raoji?
The birth of my kids. And can you imagine, I was in the room actually when it happened both times.
Okay.
So at that time, 30 years back, 25 years back, they would allow us in Africa.
Yeah.
And by the way, it happened in Africa. It happened in
Okay,
West
both
Africa.
the kids?
Both of them were born in
Okay.
Africa. So they are little Dakarawaz, as we call it. They were born in
Nowadays even
Dakar.
they allow in India also.
In India also now.
Yeah.
But that time it was in Africa, in Dakar, Senegal.
Okay. And Kavita ji, your hobbies include painting, embroidery, cooking. Which one is your favorite?
Painting, definitely.
Most passionate about paintings?
Very passionate about artwork and about the artists and their life.
And Rahoji, how do you want yourself to be remembered at the end of your term?
I think whatever, I do my job and I do it to the best of my ability. I go to sleep satisfied that I tried my best. How people remember me is really up to them, how they will see and judge and what they will want to remember me as. But I try to do an honest day's work every day.
And how how do you want to spend your life after retirement?
I would like to travel. I would like to travel a lot, meet people. That's what I like the most. So that I'm looking forward to doing more of that. The coast to coast that she said I missed out on, so I'll catch up on that. And of course many other places. Now that we've travelled so much in the world, we realize that there's so much more to see also.
Yeah, actually.
So we're looking forward to that.
Exploring, you can always explore.
Oh yes, that's true.
आपकी कोई ऐसी इच्छा है जो आप सोचती हैं रिटायरमेंट के बाद ज़रूर मैं पूरी करूँगी?
नहीं, कोई ऐसी खास ऐसी कोई इच्छा नहीं है जो I feel that I will do. But yes, I would like to spend more time with the boys.
Okay. Yeah, actually that's one thing you must be missing.
Yeah, yes, you want to spend more time.
दोनों की शादियाँ आप इंडियन से कराना चाहते हैं या कोई और चाइनीज़ या बेल्जियम वाली लड़की पसंद की हुई है?
I would of course love it if they marry Indian girls.
Okay.
And but it's finally up to them.
Okay.
And it's not going to be an arranged marriage like ours, I think. It's going to be up to
Yeah,
them.
it's always better to have a love marriage, especially in these times.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank
We
you.
both are a lovely couple. And yes, हम आपसे और बातें करते रहेंगे आगे और कुछ हम बातें करेंगे. But for now, we are very happy and satisfied, and we are very happy that all the viewers on Zindagi TV have really, had a look around this High Commissioner's residence, which is actually a rare sight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us. Thank you.
कविता जी, there is a myth कि जब आप हाई कमिश्नर की वाइफ होती हैं, किसी डिप्लोमेट की वाइफ होती हैं, you always enjoy good dinners and you enjoy lavish life. So is that so? आप कैसे cope up करती हैं इतने सारे social dinners के साथ?
Well, everyone thinks कि we are of course drinking champagne and standing behind our High
Every
Commissioner
night.
every night, and he's cutting ribbons. That's a myth we love to create.
Okay.
But trust me, it's not all true. We do wear the chef's hat a lot of times too.
Okay.
At home.
And does Mr. 𝗬𝗶𝗶𝗀 also do?
The chef's hat, no.
I put together the whole evening.
Huh.
I try to sort of decide who's being invited and do all that other part. But then the kitchen part I leave solely to her.
Okay.
Because she's the expert, and you don't mess around when experts are around.
I know she is really a wonderful cook. Yeah.
She's been managing quite a bit.
Too kind, thank you. No, it's true. So we do get invited to a lot of dinners, and that has been our life for the last 31 years.
Yes.
Sometimes 2 dinners the same night. So we have to, and I can't refuse also. So you have to sort of squeeze in, because there are many times there are official engagements.
So how do you
can't say
manage your
no.
diet plans?
Not easy, trust
Not
me.
easy, seriously.
So
Many tempting things you see, yeah?
Yeah, so we try and eat very healthy at home.
Yeah.
So we are used
That
to
way you
eating
can balance.
Yes, a lot of healthy food at home. So that is.
And then my swimming.
Yes.
I squeeze in the swimming that I mentioned to you earlier.
Yes.
So I try my best, irrespective of whatever happens, I manage to swim, and then we both go for walks also.
Okay.
We like to have long walks, so we do
How
that.
do you manage your professional life and personal life?
Yeah,
Must be tough, yeah? You are
it-
traveling from one place to another place all the time.
That's
You know,
true.
kids growing up, going to the school. It's really
Yeah,
tough. I think,
yeah, that's true.
practically.
It is quite difficult.
Yeah.
And of course,
I
all
think
credit.
if you enjoy what you're doing, then it's never so difficult. So since that is what he wanted to be, a diplomat, and so I think it's not that difficult. And our kids never found it that hard. And we have 2 boys who are now working, and they live in New York, and they're working for consulting firms over there. So it's not been that hard. It's as hard as you make it.
True.
So
If you enjoy it, you'll be
Exactly.
happy.
It's not a pressure on you. And then always, if I'm traveling, I'm going on an official tour, I try to make sure that there's some time set aside. We're able to sort of go out somewhere in the evening or squeeze some time during the day, so that we get to see what that place has to offer also. So it's not all the time purely, 24 hours of work. So we try to get that few minutes extra or in between.
Okay, Chhabra ji, how were you as a kid?
You
You always wanted to be in foreign services.
yes, actually I'm a 3rd generation civil servant.
Okay.
So it goes into the family from both sides, both the grandfathers and then my parents, all my uncles.
Even
and
your
all.
mother's side?
Mother's side also, everyone. But in my generation, I'm the only one who sort of joined the services.
Why?
So Others, I've also done an MBA. I'm from IIM Calcutta. All my other cousins and all did the CA, law, MBA. But nobody really joined the service because it's a really tough exam.
Yeah, it's tough.
So it's quite tough to get in. So it requires a lot of
So you
determination.
are the most sincere of the lot.
I would like to think so, and thank you. You said it. I always wanted to join. But as a child, I sort of traveled a lot with my father, who was also in the services. He wasn't in the foreign service, but he was in the Indian administrative service. So we traveled across Tamil Nadu, we traveled across India, and then of course he was posted in Tokyo. That's when I sort of saw what the foreign service had to offer.
Okay.
And then that's made me decide that maybe that's a good job to have. It seems to be a nice assignment. So
How did you people meet?
Very interestingly, my sister and his aunt, his Masis, they live in the same town and they used to play cards together.
Okay.
And
So it's a
that's
love
how.
marriage.
No, it's an arranged marriage.
fully arranged.
Fully
as
arranged.
it is.
So we got married in 1988,
Okay.
and we left for our first assignment in 89 January to Belgium.
Within few weeks after the wedding.
You were the lady luck for him, yeah? When you entered his life, he actually got into foreign service.
No, actually the lady luck was his mom.
Okay.
So he did get into the foreign service, I think because of her. I always believe the moms are
Yeah.
instrumental in what you are.
Actually.
So I think it's that, but it's later on I got married after that and we've been all
I
over the
was
world
already in
since
the
then.
services, and then we left for our first assignment a few weeks after the wedding. Yeah.
Okay. I'll definitely ask you a few questions, but let me take a round here. It's a lovely place, and I'm very sure you must be enjoying your walk in the evening and mornings here only. Yeah?
Yes. We have a very beautiful walking trail around the residence, and we love to walk around the residence, and that's what we normally do in the
We
evenings.
should show her the trail maybe after
We should.
this. We should make her do a little walk of the trail, and
Yeah, let's
we can get some shots of the trail
Maybe
also.
we can do that in a bit, and it's a beautiful trail. I don't think I can walk in my heels and a sari.
You can then change your outfit and come for
This is where normally in the evenings, when we have receptions or after dinner, we bring our guests over here for tea or coffee and desserts. And you're lucky today you're here. We have a dinner in our residence. We have invited a few guests, and we can walk towards the dining room maybe. And I want you to see how we do our dinners.
I must say, it's such a wonderful garden, and basically in Kenya, you listen that chirping sound of the birds all the time. It's so beautiful.
It's so peaceful,
Yeah.
so tranquil.
Yeah.
Come.
Oh, that's a wonderful piece. Let me guess this. I think that's Mandakini.
Yeah, you're spot on, right? So true. This is a very famous artist called Souza,
Okay.
and he did a lot of women. This art, as you see, is written. It was done in 1986.
Yes.
The movie Ram Teri
81,
Ganga
I think.
Meli came in 85.
85. Okay.
And so this painting is called Mandakini.
Acha.
He's an artist from Goa, so that's why he has those nice bright colors and nice style. Normally he does a lot of pictures of Christ and crucifixion. So if you remember, MFSN did
Yes.
lot.
Magnificent.
Yes.
Always. He loved Bollywood.
Yes, so he's done, and there are some artists who've done that. But come, let me take you towards our dining room.
Yes.
We have a dinner planned today. So
That
tonight,
means I'm lucky. I can
Yes.
see all the arrangements, special arrangements done by you.
absolutely, come, let's go in. And why don't you go ahead? Let me show. This is how we go to the dining room.
Okay.
There is a seating plan which is made and kept here. So normally when the guests come, they see where they have to be seated. And their name tags are normally put on the dining table. So let's come in. This is how we like to do it. You have place seating, you have your first course, you have your second course, and you have your dessert here. The dining room, everything is very new here. Everything has been, the carpet is new, this is recently been reupholstered. The cabinet here, we have some very fine artwork, as you see the carvings, which have...
So you bought it from India right now?
No, these carvings were part of the residence, but this was created out of the wall space to highlight.
Okay, it's been created out of the wall space?
Yeah, there was a closet here.
Oh,
So we removed the closet and we created that just a month ago to highlight some of the Indian artworks. We've kept some of our traditional artworks here.
Okay.
Today there's going to be, along with the sit down, there's a buffet as well. So you can see the buffet placement is already done. I can show you some of the artworks on that side. These are some of the paintings which I have done.
You have them?
Yes, I paint a bit.
Okay.
Not for commercial use, of course. It's a hobby, as I told you before.
Yes,
So this is one of my works.
Wow.
So you can
So
see, there are some shlokas from the Ramayana.
Okay.
There's some
So all the
shlokas.
shlokas are different?
All the shlokas are different.
Acha.
Don't ask me the meaning. But all the shlokas are different.
Acha.
And so of course there is one here. If you go, let's walk towards that side, and we have another one here. This is a Buddhist mandala.
Acha.
And in the mandala you see name of Ram written. If you go closer, you will see Ram is written.
Acha.
And that is what I've
Yes.
done, is one of
Mandala means?
mandala in Buddhism. It's about spirituality. It's a cosmos. So circle means a cosmos, and so this is
It's like
my
showing
cosmos.
that, okay,
So what
Ram
I've tried to
is-
do, normally when you see a mandala, you see stories of Buddha inside a mandala. But I've tried to do, this is my mandala, so it's my story inside it.
It's your creation.
Yes, so I've tried to write. My mother passed away a few years back, and she used to write the name of Lord Rama. So that was kind of in her memory. I did these two artworks.
Yes. Such beautiful pieces.
Thank you.
Oh, I can even see Ganpati is here.
Yes, our auspicious Ganpati is here.
Yeah.
So he's playing all the musical instruments over here, as you see, the tabla, the veena, and some of our artworks over here are not definitely from India. They're from all over the world.
ये
wherever
सब
we've
आपने
been.
पीस आप लेकर आए हैं?
Yes, sir, these pieces are all our own.
Okay.
And most of the decoration, other than some of the traditional art, belongs to the residents.
Okay.
But quite a bit of here is...
Even this statue is so beautiful.
It
is
is
Krishna.
Yes, Krishna is a very beautiful, belongs to the residents.
What metal is that? You have any idea?
That would be brass, I think.
Yes, I think so. It's brass.
Yes. There's a very nice tanjore here. So I don't know if anyone knows. It comes from southern India. As you see here, this is Saraswati is done with gold leaf work. This
Yes,
belongs
yes.
to the residents as well.
Okay.
And as you see, it's very beautiful. She's got
it's
such
beautiful.
a peaceful
Face.
expression on her face, and the eyes, and the way she's holding the veena. It's a
Beautiful piece. Yeah.
beautiful, very treasure.
I think these all are also diamonds.
So these are semi-precious stones,
Okay.
which normally they use.
Okay.
When
These
they
are
do.
semi-precious?
Yes, these are
Okay.
semi-precious. Yes.
Rubies and
Yeah, that,
red stones and white.
Yeah, if it was real diamonds, we would really be in trouble keeping it here like
I
that.
know.
Yes, but these are semi-precious stones, and yes, it's a very nice
It's
piece.
a beautiful piece.
Absolutely. We always want to make, whenever anyone's coming to the residence, our motto is to make it very special for them. So if they're invited to the residence, so it should be a very special feeling. So we make sure that
You welcome with so much warmth and something
yeah,
special
along
is
with
done
that,
for
the
them.
food is done properly,
Okay.
it's served properly.
Okay.
And
And
therefore,
you try to do the Indian way, or maybe depends on according to the people coming?
No, we always serve Indian.
Indian.
Because they're
Okay.
coming to the Indian embassy restaurants.
Yes.
So we always serve Indian food.
Okay.
What we try to do is do from different states of India.
Acha.
So you might find Kashmiri yakhni or a Bihari chicken or maybe sambar from southern India or so.
Which cuisine is your favorite? Which part of India?
If you go by Indian cuisine, of course, I love Kashmiri food a lot. But,
Where have you born and brought up?
In Uttar Pradesh, in
Uttar
Jhansi.
Pradesh. Okay, maybe that's why you're more inclined towards Kashmir.
Yeah, we're a little far, but no, I guess it just been
Yeah.
like that. But I, of course, like to experiment a lot.
Okay.
So I like to try different kinds of food. My husband's a simple eater, but
Kashmir
not that
is-
I'm a complicated eater, but I like to try different cuisines. So I'm game for always trying something new, something different. And as soon as we came, the next day we went to Carnivore here.
Okay. Yes.
So the restaurant, so-
Carnivore, it is one of the best restaurants in the world.
Yeah, and you really want to experiment if you go there because you're having
you do.
food.
Yes, yes.
You're having different meats and different. It was very interesting
Yeah.
for us. Very, very nice. We've been in China. We've been in Philippines. We've been in the U.S., in Senegal, in Paris. So we've been in many places.
Different countries.
So of course, then we've.
Which country you feel has the best culture? Obviously, India first.
Of course, but it's so. There's nothing as best.
Yeah.
We have to learn to take something from every
Good from-
culture.
yes.
So, like what I find is really amazing here. If suppose I'm going or suppose I drop something, the Kenyan people will say sorry if I trip or fall. They'll say sorry.
They're so
It's like-
courteous.
Yeah,
Seriously.
so something which I
Yeah.
find amazing. I think something to learn from them. They're very courteous.
You
and
know,
they'll
they
say
do
sorry, ma'am.
sorry, please, all the time. Thank
So
you.
even if I trip, they'll say sorry. If I
Yeah.
drop something,
They'll do
they'll
that.
say sorry.
They'll do that.
And I think that's amazing. So, culture is something where you should be able to learn. We should not always say, no, my culture is the best. And we are ready, we're like sponges, we're ready to
Very
learn
true.
from everyone.
Very true.
And that's what it's all about.
कविता जी, राहुल जी ने एक किस्सा बताया था हमको कि जब आप हंगरी में थे तो वहाँ पर स्नोफॉल के बीच में यू टुक ऑल द फैमिली मेम्बर्स और वहाँ पर फोटोशूट किया आपने ठंड में, तो कौन एक्चुअली परेशान हो रहा था, सफ़र हो रहा था, और कौन इंजॉय कर रहा था?
Really, I'm surprised he told you that. But हाँ, that's true. हम लोग ने प्लान किया कि एक हंगरी की मेमोरी रखेंगे जहाँ सारी डिफरेंट साइट सीइंग स्पॉट्स के सामने
अच्छा.
पिक्चर्स लेंगे.
हाँ.
So my boys were coming in January, and so we all decided, to wear nice clothes and do a photo shoot. And it was the coldest day. It was the
And I know
coldest day of
आपने
that
उसमें
year.
साड़ी पहनी थी. आपको
नहीं,
ठंडी
साड़ी नहीं पहनी
थी.
थी.
Okay.
मैंने तो आई वांटेड टू वेयर माय कोट, पर अंदर
अच्छा.
नहीं, बिकॉज वी वर डूइंग आउटडोर शूटिंग.
अच्छा.
सो इट वाज वेरी कोल्ड, सो आई कुडंट लेयर माई सेल्फ. नहीं तो
हाँ.
बहुत कोटना बंद होता.
हाँ.
इट वाज सो कोल्ड कि कान भी जम गए थे.
अरे बाप रे.
And finally, because the earrings freeze, and
हाँ.
so I couldn't figure out if I was wearing something the ears or they had fallen, or it was very cold. Of course, my husband was feeling very cold. We kept telling him to take his cap off.
Cap off.
And
So
take
that you
his
could take a
gloves
better
off,
picture.
and then to smile. But he kept saying, I'm frozen, I can't smile. It was very cold because Danube had also frozen
Okay.
that year. So the river which runs through Hungary, it had frozen. So it was really, really cold that day, and we spent about 3-4 hours in front of different monuments, taking pictures, and everyone was looking at us, wondering what was happening. On such a cold day,
Yeah.
what were 4 Indians doing, taking pictures. But it was very nice. It's a lovely memory. It's a lovely memory for all of us.
I'm really very happy, and I think this is the first time ever anybody in doing here in Kenya, especially for the Indian audiences and Asian people, कि हम किसी हाई कमिश्नर के रेसिडेंस में आए हैं. इतना वार्मथ, इतना अच्छा माहौल हमें देखने को मिला है, एंड वी आर रियली वेरी मच थैंकफुल टू यू गाइस कि आपने इतना टाइम दिया हम लोगों के लिए. एंड कविता जी, यू आर वंडरफुल पर्सन, एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग ऑन ज़िंदगी टीवी.
It's all, it's your house. Please
Yeah.
come as often as you.
Surely we will do that.
Lovely.